great time, man. Come on, give the Lord another big hand clap. Amen. You may go ahead and be seated tonight. And we're going to get started. We're going to get right into it, amen. We want to just cut them loose tonight. We're going to have a great time. We have a whole night scheduled, okay? So after the comedy show, nobody leave. We have food. We have pozole, menudo, and all kinds of good stuff. And we got places to eat. Somebody got excited about that. And then after we eat, we're going to take a 45-minute break to eat. Then after that, we're going to come back into the sanctuary, and we're going to have a worship service. We're going to come and get into the presence of God, and we're going to pray in the new year. Can I hear an amen? Amen. So right now, just give your attention to the screens. We want to have a little video first, and then we're going to have Noel G come on up. Amen.
Pushed in? At my try to swim. Every 30 minutes.
Yes, I know I made it.
Oh, look, it's the hero. What's up, homie?
Yo, brethren, what up with thee?
Kind of funny, you know what I mean? I don't know if you lost it all up in here or what, but check this out, homie. You want me and the homies to apologize, right? Mm-hmm. All right, go. I'll tell you what. We'll apologize. The day a monkey comes out my butt, then you get your sorry. How about that?
What a coincidence, because that's today.
Hey, did that monkey just come out your crack, man?
Oh, come on, give the Lord a big hand clap. Come on, put your hands together. Let's welcome Brother Noel G. Come on now, put your hands together, church. Come on now. What's poppin'? How you guys doing? You guys good? That's what's up, man. Give it up for Pastor Manuel. That's right. Me and Pastor Manuel go way back, man. We met in Pelican Bay, C Block. Did a little time together. You know, it's part of my community service, you know what I mean? Some of you guys are like, man, Pastor done lost his mind. Put a cholo on stage. Pastor ain't saved. It's all good, man. I know we got some newcomers in the house, am I right? That's what's up. So just for safety reasons, because I know I don't know who's saved and who's not. I'm just going to put that in the pocket. I'm going to tuck that in there. Man, we just don't know who, so I don't want nobody to see an opportunity, you know what I mean? Try to play with me, homeboy, you know what I mean? Because I'm Latino, man, I'll take anything free. I'll be in a dentist's office. Give me 5 toothbrushes and a sticker. And a balloon, too, Weston. Be out there in the parking lot slanging watches and toothbrushes and chains, man. It's all good, man. You guys ready for a good night? That's right. Let's do a little inventory right quick. Where my white people at? Where my white people at? Make some noise. Yeah. Got about 5 left. We got stuff. You guys look like hostages, man. Like, got somebody, you know what I mean? Just, don't worry, ain't nobody gonna mess with you guys. We think you're cops, man. I love white people, man. They got good credit, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta love your white folks, man. What's up, man? Where my black people at? Make some noise. I knew that was coming. Security! We're in a church, but I ain't sure, you know. Pat them down, check them. I'll play, man, I'll play. It's all good. Now, don't get scared, my white people. Don't get scared. Don't get shaken up. Where my Latinos at? Make some noise. That's what's up. But you know what sucks about that, man? We all came in the same car, man. We just... we'll put 20 people in a two-seater, won't we? We'll just... Latinos will work. I'll put my own kid in the glove department. Get in there, man. I'm going to Toys R Us later. Shut up. Got a Christmas present, didn't you? Be quiet in that trunk, man. It's all good. It's all good. Love my Latino people, man. You know we're safe, because you get this many Latinos together and no fighting, you know there's some Jesus in the house. That's right. I gotta give it up right quick before I get in trouble, end up on the couch. That's my boo in the back. That's my boo boo. Put your hand up. That's my own. Having a moment, be quiet. See the heart taking shape? It's all good, man. Me and my wife, when we first started talking on Facebook, it's not funny. We're better people than that. It was Christian Mingle, but anyways. Nah, I've been going out with my wife for a long time, but it was funny because my wife, she's from Sacramento, and she had her family come out, to visit. And I just meet my sister-in-law, and I want to impress my sister-in-law, so I take her to a nice restaurant. So we had Sizzler. And I never forget when we walked in, the air conditioner was broke that day, and my sister-in-law was like, "Oh my God, it's so hot in here." She done wiped off her eyebrow. I said, "We in public. Go fix that." I'm the host for the night. These are the jokes for the night, all right? That's what's up. Don't get mad. I'm just reading the cue cards in the back, all right? And some of you look. I had 4 people go. I don't see him, right? We're in church. He's supposed to tell the truth. Man, being an actor is hard, man. Being an actor is hard. There's some messed up things being an actor, Ain't that messed up? Let's just get this out the way. Ain't that messed up having a monkey come out my butt? And it gotta be the Latino guy too, right? I don't even go to the zoo no more, man. I got little kids making fun of me. I'd be at a grocery store. I'd be like, "You're the one with the monkey. I'm gonna kick your little..." Be a clean up in aisle 4. Relax, man, but it sucks being an actor, because I couldn't even bring my homeboys to set. I brought my homeboys to the set of Training Day. They stole all the prop guns. It's messed up, man. They stole what they thought was cocaine, and then they sniffed it. They all got diabetes later, found out it was sugar. I just couldn't, you know what I mean? But I'll never forget this one homeboy, man. I bring him to the set, right? I brought him to the set of Training Day. This homeboy rolls up the set just like this. I kid you not. This is how he came to the set. I bring him on set. I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna take you to the set, man. Let's hang out, whatever." Homeboy rolls up the set just like this. "So it's where you work or what, that's it?" I was tripping. I'm like, "Let me introduce you to the director, man. I'm trying to break the ice, right?" So I call the director of the movie over. I'm like, "Yo, director, come here." Director comes over. I'm like, "Yo, Eddie, this is the director of the movie. Director of the movie, at my homeboy Eddie." My homeboy Eddie pulls out a switchblade and goes, "What's up, man? Give me your money in your wallet." I said, "What the hell are you doing, man?" And the director gets scared. He takes off running, right? And I go, "What are you doing, man?" And my homeboy goes like this. He goes, "I'm auditioning, Holmes." "I want to be in the movie too, Wesley." I said, "Man, there's other ways to go. You can't even read." I told him straight out, man. I said, "Eddie, man, what are you going to do with yourself, man? Get a job, do something." He said, "When I'm older." I said, "Man, you're 46. All right, man, you guys ready for your first comic? All right. This guy's been on a lot of things, Comedy Central. He's been on some other things, man. You guys are gonna just love him. I know you're gonna enjoy this, brother. But with no further ado, put your hands together, make some noise for my boy Justin Rivera. Yeah, yeah. That's what's up.
Get up for Noel G, everybody. Noel G. Come on, round of applause for him. There he is. Rivera. This is my hometown, guys. I'm home. I'm from Chino Hills. Yeah. I moved here, the family moved here in '88 when it was just dirt and cows, and the smell has been the same ever since '88. There's a bunch of cows and farms. Went to Rolling Ridge, then Chino Hills, and Ayala, and then UC Riverside. So good to be home for the holidays. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So my name is Justin Rivera. I come from the Filipino part of Chino Hills, and it's the comedy and magic part of the show. All right, guys. So if it's funny, it's comedy. If it's not, it's magic. All right. This is what we're doing, guys. Magical box of mystery, folks. Magical cloth of mystery. Right over here. We're gonna go into the crowd. Let's see here. How about we go to? How about you, sir, right here with the goatee? Everyone has a goatee. You, sir, right here in the middle. You, sir, right. Stay right there. Stay right there. Nothing inside the handkerchief here, right? Free choice, sir. Free choice. Absolutely free choice. Just go ahead. Name me a number 1 through 5. Go ahead.
4.
4. Watch. Look. Whoops. 4. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Appreciate it. Almost messed that one up. You guys are a fun crowd, I can tell. We're watching the show here on the side. Normally we don't do this in the world of magic, but since you guys are cool, I thought I'd show you how to do a trick. It's a trick you can do at home with a very common, very ordinary household item. Check this out. Metal circle, right here, metal circle. All right, guys, here we go. Watch, look, as the circle changes into a square. Ooh, look at that, yes. I know, yeah. Watch, look, diamond. Look at that, diamond right there. That's a diamond. Diamond right there, yes. With my mind, like, rhombus. Rhombus? All right, cool. So you guys went to community college. Awesome, all right. It would be fun if you failed geometry for that one. Let's see here. Hey, we have an election coming up, right? We have an election, guys, coming up, right? So I thought I'd do some political material, because as you all know, that's how you get the audience on your side, right? So I thought I'd do some political magic, folks. Never been in the world of comedy. Check this out. I got this handkerchief here with flags from around the world on both sides, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to the crowd here. Let's see. How about we go to? Let's see here. How about? It's hard to see over here. Let's see. How about you, Miss, right here with like the shirt with like the kind of the. Is that a Native American print right there, Miss? Right there? Yeah. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Don't make it obvious. Make it difficult for me. Make it difficult. All right. Don't make it obvious. All right. Big loud voice. Just name a country. U.S. What's that? The U.S. U.S. That's right, America, right over there. Awesome, there we go, yes. Right there, yes. Thank you for not being a terrorist. Thank you, appreciate that.
Oh, man.
And thank you for picking the most obvious country too, by the way. Thank you for that as well. It's a lot funny when you don't say America, because it only works with one country. All right, so. Anyways. You guys are taking this stuff way too seriously, guys. It's not a real magic act. I don't know if you know that. Let's see here. Round of applause to Chris Angel, the mind freak. Chris Angel, you guys know this guy? He does mind freak? Yeah? You know this guy? Yeah. Latinos, Chris Angel. Chris Angel Latinos. I don't know if you've heard of this guy or not. Wow. I got a B+ in Spanish. Check this out. I have some predictions inside this giant envelope. We're going to do some mind reading tonight, folks. We're going to go to the crowd here as well. Let's see. How about you, sir, right here? With the bearded glasses here, third row, sir, in the end. Right here, it's good. I have a prediction inside of here. Do you know what it says? No. That's exactly right. No, look at that.
Oh, wow.
No, look at that. Amazing. To the crowd here. How about you, sir? The other bald. Everyone's bald here. That's amazing. All right, so.
Oh, wow.
I feel like I gotta switch churches. Still right in here. You, sir. Yeah, you are bald. You, sir, right here with the glasses. Look at that, too. Amazing. And facial hair. Awesome. You, sir, right here. With the blazer? Is that a blazer? Yeah, you, sir, right there. Think of a celebrity. Everybody would know a celebrity. Do you have it in mind? Sir? You got one? No, that's the last joke, sir. I need a celebrity. I need a celebrity. Somebody famous? Yeah, somebody celebrity, sir? Arnold Schwarzenegger, check it out, folks. Picture of Arnold when he was a baby. Look at that. Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was a baby right there. It's Arnold. You're probably one of you that thought of Kanye West. That's Kanye West at 4 months right there. Kanye West at 4 months. Or Jay-Z or Beyonce. It doesn't really matter. But I cheat. I have all the babies covered. Doesn't matter what you say. I cheat here. See that? I cheat right here. I make fun of everybody. I cheat. I actually got this out of Angelina Jolie's purse. Believe it or not, folks. So it's out of her purse. For the show. It's because she adopted a lot of ethnic babies. Gotta explain these. All right. So we're gonna go to the crowd here again. Let's go this side over here. How about you, sir, right here with the it's like is that a zip-up jacket, sir, right here? Like, is that a members only jacket, sir, right here? Sir, right here. Sir, right here, sir. Yeah, right there. That's good. Think of your favorite four-legged animal. Your favorite four-legged animal. You have mine, sir? A horse. Check it out, folks. Picture of a horse right there. Look at that horse right there. Look at that. He's still a baby. His neck hasn't grown. Still a baby. Right there. I cheat though. The whole animal kingdom cover. The whole animal kingdom right here. Doesn't matter what you say right there. That's a baby giraffe. Baby giraffe as well. And a fish and a snake, just in case, folks, right there. It's practically Noah's Ark, guys.
Noah's Ark.
Let's see here. Go to the crowd here. You, sir, right here, with the other big mustache. You, sir, right over here up front. Right here. Looks like right here, sir. Right here in front here. Is that a blue? Blue, yeah, sure. Right here. Awesome. Think of a rabbit or a duck. Rabbit or a duck. Do you have any mind?
Duck.
Duck. Check it out, folks. Look, picture of a duck. Look at that. That's a duck right there. Look at that duck. Oh, my bad, a duck. There we go. There's the duck. Look at that. Good duck. Good duck right there. Thank you. Some optical illusion humor for you folks. It's never done in the world of comedy. Try to push boundaries. All right. Let's see here. Hey, round of applause. Where the couples? Make some noise. Couples? Where the couples at? Couples? Yeah? Couples? Good. Can I just get a couple to come up here and help me out? A couple could be anybody. A couple, somebody in love or whatever. Yeah, a couple. Yeah, in the back there. Oh, she put his hand down. Look at that. She's like, I can see the silhouette, the shadow. You guys gonna help me out here? Over here? Oh, she's like, she's mad now. I just need a couple to help me out. You have one over here? You guys wanna help me out? Awesome. Come up here, help me out. Let's give a round of applause, everybody. Oh, lovely couple. Right in here. Awesome. What's your name, sir? John and Monique? John and Monique. Big round of applause for John and Monique, everybody. Here they are. John and Monique. Monique, over here to my left. And John here to my right. I'll be in the middle. Right here. I saw this nice shirt. Look at that. It's cool. It's cool. It's nice. It's really nice. Is that flowers? What is this? It's flowers. Okay. Look like vomit from a distance. It's just like it's getting closer. Or it was either that or the it was like 3D, those you cross your eyes and then like a 3D image pops out. I thought it was that. And you like cross your eyes and like abs like fork here or something like that. That'd be cool. Anyways, all right. Let's see here. So are you guys married, dating, Facebooking? What are you guys up to? Married. How long has been married? 19 years. Is that true? 19 years. All right. Get over that. It's a long time. 19 years, guys. Yeah. 19 years. All right, cool. Check this out. 19 years. So I got these locks and chains here. Check this out. These right here. It feels like 19 years when you're inside these. Right here, guys. So this is a joke. All right. Here we go. Check this out right here. I'll be here on the left, in the middle. You here on the left side. Right over there. That's good. Here. Check out these bars and chains right here. Make sure they're solid. They're made of metal. They're not made of rubber. They don't bend or stretch. There's no secret. It's good. It's solid. Examine these locks. Don't lock them. I don't know where the key is. Okay. Check those out. Make sure they're solid. Just double check them. Make sure it's solid. It's good. It's solid. Like that. Awesome. Check this out. Also, examine this cloth here. Make sure there's no hidden pockets for any extra keys or lock picks. It's just a cloth right there. Go ahead and examine it right there. Okay. Don't put your hand inside the secret pocket though. Just go ahead and just. Okay. Make sure that. Okay, give it. Nothing inside the secret pocket, folks. Nothing inside the secret pocket. It's my show. Nothing inside the secret pockets.
That's my show.
Right here. Here we go. We're gonna fold this in half like this to make a bag right here. All right, and you two are gonna hold on to it like this. All right, but not quite yet. First, I have to get inside the locks and chains. All right, so, sorry, your name, Monique? Monique, just go ahead and, oops, gonna take a watcher. Go ahead and lock me up through both ends of the chains right here. Monique, right there, that's good. Both ends of the chains right there. Both ends. Click it in. Right there, you got it. That's good right there. Lock it in, yeah, that's good. Awesome, do something right over here. I'm sorry, your name again? John, that's right, John Monique, there you go. Here, I'll hold it up higher so you can see, there we go. Both ends of the chains right there, there's 1 and 2, that's good. Awesome, yeah, lock it, that's a cool shirt. Really cool shirt, that's like, one. Seriously. It's misdirection, look at this, look at this. Anyways, here we go, all right. Grab this with your left hand, the 2 corners. This one over here with your right hand. There we go, turn face that way, relax, bring this down. Right here, let's too relax. Hold it right here, just like this. Just hold it, okay, this is taking forever. Hold it like this, like that, it's good. Just hold on. Have you helped out a magician before, John? Have you? No, because you're not helping right now either. But just hold on. I'm gonna make some more room for you guys. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna try to escape like Houdini. Here we go. Watch closely, folks. The hands go inside the bag like this. Right over here. The hands go inside the bag like this, right over here. Just, man, you put this on tight. The hands go inside the bag like, you have the key. The key should be on the very left corner of the box. The very left corner. Yeah, the very left corner, the very left. Go inside the left corner. It's right there on the very left. So it's on the left side, it should be right there on the very left. Just underneath, it should be right there, because I can't. Would you hurry up? Hold on, like 20, it's not even that long. It should be inside. Okay, try it. No, it should be right. It should be right. Hold on. It should be right. Scoot over to the left. Do you need a hand? Hold on. Do you need a hand? There's a hand for you. There's a hand for you. There's a hand. It's right. It should be right. Can you understand what I'm saying here, do you? You have no idea what I'm saying here. It's on the left. It's right there on the very left.
Oh, wow.
Because I can't, no, seriously, because I can't. Just hold on, just wait, it should be inside. No, try the middle, I hope you're on the air traffic controller. Jeez, it should be right inside there. Wait, hold on a second, hold on. Can you see? Hold on. Wait, hold on a second, can you? Where'd it go? Oh, whatever. It should be inside there, no, it should be inside right over there. Just look for the key. It should be. Just use both hands, It should be inside right there, just use right. Hold on to the bag here, because I can't. Do you know what a key looks like? Monique, here, hold on to the key. Good, perfect, good, awesome, good, perfect, good. Can you lock me really quick? Because there we go, this is taking too long. Let's just do a card trick. Let's move on. Let's take it right to the guys. Let's give Monique a big round of applause. One more time, round of applause for Monique, everybody. Hold on, Monique. Monique, wait. I got a gift for you, Monique. I'm going to make you a balloon animal. Yay! All right. Monique, what is, actually, no, I don't have balloon animals. Monique, actually, what was your favorite drink as a kid? Drink, like beverage as a kid?
Sprite.
Awesome, good, here's a straw. There we go, right over there, let's give Monique. Big round of applause, thank you, Monique. Appreciate it. Stay up here, John, stay up here. Yeah, stay up here. You're sweating, bro. You're sweating.
Oh, wow.
Why are you sweating? You alright? You're not even the star of the show. You're alright, John, right? John, serious honest answer, alright? Have you ever in your life wanted to become a full-time professional magician?
No.
Well, tonight you're gonna live your dream. But, in order to do magic, John, you have to dress like a magician, John. So I actually have here for you your very own magic outfit. Right over here, check this out. Magic outfit right here. This is good. You don't like this. Here we go. Very own magic outfit. Stand right here. Put your hands to your front pockets. Tuck in your elbows. We're going to put this, stand up straight. There we go. We're going to put this around your neck, just like this. There we go. Yeah, like that. There we go. Chin up. There we go. Over the shoulders like this. There we go. Perfect. All right. We're going to do a mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. Go ahead. Hey, you're sweating.
Mic check. 1, 2.
Can you get this man a shamwow, somebody, or just do you have any paper towels? I don't know why he's sweating. Like, he only has one layer of clothing on. That's weird. Like, what's going on with this guy? There we go. All right. Are you okay, John? You look like you just ran the Chino like 5K here. That's weird. Wow. I got you, bro. I got you. Give me a second. Wait, just yeah. We'll put this here, and oh my God, you're the wrong guy for this. Right here. I had no idea. I had no idea this would happen. I don't know your physiological makeup at all. I have no idea. I just bring people up here, and I expect them to be tried, but this is like beyond. This is beyond sweat. You're just like you're like melting or something. I have no idea. Oh wow. Smell like tamales. All right, so I'm kidding. I love tamales. I go to that lady who sells them out of the van in Ontario. You guys ever go there? It's good, right? It says champurrado too. It's amazing. She mixes it in her bathtub. That's the secret, guys. All right, so she does. She told me. All right, so here we go. Here we go. John, right? You're still sweating. All right, I'm gonna get through this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, live here in Chino Hills, making his debut performance. Put your hands together with amazing John.
Oh my God.
I am the amazing John. Stop it.
Oh wow.
You're making me nervous.
Oh wow.
Like super nervous.
Oh my God.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating too much. Sorry. I'm so nervous.
Oh my goodness, dude. Oh, wow.
Before I get started,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna wipe my sweat. Before I get started, stop laughing. Before I get started, I like to do a quick impression. This is my impression of the movie The Matrix. Thank you. It's so hot up here. You smell good. This is my impression of the movie Jurassic Park.
Wow.
You're gonna be amazing. Oh Oh my goodness. Look at his face. All right, John. Oh man, I love you. Give it up for John, man. Come on, let's start doing it. Wait, no, John, come back. Come on. Yeah, you gotta take your trash, bro. Let's show us Give it for John, everybody. There he is. The sweatiest volunteer in the history of magic, guys, let you know. But, hey, before we get out of here, I want to show you my shirt. Check this out. This is my shirt here. It's right over here. If you guys want to follow me, my website is justinrivera.com. It's on the back of my shirt here, justinrivera.com. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Follow me, like me on social media. The front of the shirt says, this is my impression of Jurassic Park. You guys see that? Right? But you take the shirt, and then you do this, you go like this, and you go. That's cool, right? Hey, that's my time. I'm Justin Rivera. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, my love. Let's get it out for Noel G, everybody. Noel! Happy New Year, guys. God bless. Thank you.
Give it up for Justin one more time, man. Hey, John, let me use you, bro. No, just kidding. Oh, man, I was back there laughing, man. I'm like, all right. That's what's up. How many people enjoyed that? That's what's cracking. Dude, we got some people in suits in the house, man. Was tonight that serious? You guys just got out of court or what? I was like, man, who invited my lawyer, dog? It's all good. All right, man, check this out. You guys ready for some more? All right. This next guy you're gonna enjoy, man. Let me see, yes, he's ready, okay. This next guy you guys are gonna enjoy, man. Real funny cat, man. Make him feel welcome. You guys are an awesome audience. Give it up for Don Hefty! There you go.
Can everybody see me? I was just making sure. How's everyone doing tonight? Yeah, how's this side of the room? This side? Let's get boys all together now. That's it? One more time, let's make some noise, guys. Let's get that energy going. That's right. Going into 2016. What? Still single, of course. That's not the joke. Everyone's like, he's still single? Okay. Is there any single ladies in the house? Wow. The side over here just made noise because they felt sorry for me, huh? That's okay, man. It's cool. If you don't like me, I'm sure you can get away. I'm not very fast. My friends would be like, what happened to that girl you were talking to? I'm like, dog, she took the stairs. She made a clean getaway. I grew up in LA. Anyone grew up in LA? Oh, yeah. It was cool. It was cool growing up in LA. But the thing was, like, we grew up poor. I just didn't know that we were poor. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't find out that we were poor until we started to eat our own pets. Like, I don't feel like, you know, not like dogs and like not dogs and cats, like chickens and ducks. Anyone have a chicken or a duck growing up? No, just me. I'm the only one, or what? It was horrible. I had a little chicken named Camila. She was the cutest bird in the world. I used to walk her with the shoestring. And in my mind, I would sing, imagine me and you, and you. And one day I came home, I couldn't find the chicken, but the house smelled real good. Oh, don't feel bad. She was delicious, guys. And my mom gives me the excuse. She said, oh, I send a chicken away to a farm. You ever got that excuse? Where she could run and swim. I was like, wait a minute, Mom, chickens don't know how to swim. She goes, I know, I figured that out when I put her in the soup. And I had seconds in her honor. I was like, Camila! One day I came home, I couldn't find the dog. Well, it's only because she ran away. Why are you guys going that route? Like, my mom had like a natural cause of death for every animal that disappeared from the house. Like, I had a rooster that only had one leg. He would stand like this. Look, Justin's not the only one that does magic, right? You guys didn't think I could do one leg standing, huh? Just bam! Ta-da! Someone applauded. Yay! He made his leg disappear. I'm gonna do the whole show like this. Just, One day I had a chicken that was missing one leg. My mom told me that he died of diabetes. I know, I was like, diabetes? And then I figured out it was just her accent because she pushed a plate in front of me of tacos and she goes, he died of diabetes. I was like, oh, he died of diabetes. See, it's a play on words, guys. Diabetes is a disease. And he died, no, I don't like that one. All right, let's go and move on to the next. Like growing up, I wanted like really cool toys, but we couldn't afford them. Like nowadays, you see toys, like they're like awesome, right? Like Transformers nowadays, they got batteries, lights, they talk, right? Like back in my day, you want your Transformer to talk, you had to grab the fan, remember that? Oh, wow. You'd be like, Optimus Prime. You wanted to change the voice and just change the speed on the fan, and all of a sudden he was Bumblebee, like, Bumblebee! You're like, yes. Get the 3D effect with oscillate, right? It's just like, roll! Ow! You're like, wow, that was awesome. He's here. Like I really wanted like the cool toy. Like my favorite like toy back in the day was Ninja Turtles. Remember that? Oh, Ninja Turtles were awesome. I wanted them so bad, but my parents couldn't afford them. So my dad got me real turtles. Which I knew weren't real because they didn't even know karate. Plus, my dad had crazy glued all the wrong weapons to the shell. Like Leonardo had like a pair of nail clippers on the side. Wow. Just nail clippers chilling right there. Donatello had a coffee stir from McDonald's. Which to me was weird because the M on the top clearly was supposed to be Michelangelo, right? My dad even crazy glued a straw onto one of them so that you can run a string through it and then make it seem like he was flying. Oh, wow. I was like, that is awesome. On the other turtle, he actually crazy glued the crazy glue on him and told me it was a rocket launcher. And then he told me, don't lose the cap, your mom will get mad. No, they died like 2 weeks later. Because turtles don't eat pizza, guys. No matter what the comic book says, it's not good to give turtles pizza. Don't feel bad, they were delicious. No? All right. I had one turtle left. I decided I'm gonna let this turtle live his last days in his natural habitat, right? So I had like an aquarium full of goldfish, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna put him in his natural habitat, and I dropped him in there. I didn't know that there's two kinds of turtles. I didn't know that there was like land turtles and sea turtles, right? The ones with the round feet apparently don't swim very well. Plus, those nail clippers took them straight to the bottom. And I would have saved them, but like I said, the aquarium was full of goldfish, and I didn't want to stick my hand through all those soggy crackers. I was travieso growing up, you know? It was tough growing up as a kid, because I grew up with, I was the only boy in my family, right? I had like 2 older sisters, 4 older girl cousins, 1 younger girl cousin, only boy. Like, I didn't know it wasn't cool to like the new kids on the block until I was in high school. It's not cool, right? Like, I used to have a picture of Jordan Knight on my wall. And I would, every day before I go to school, I'd be like, it's gonna be a good day, Jordan, and I'd walk away. My biggest influence as a kid was A.C. Slater from Saved by the Bell. Remember that guy's like the only Latino on the TV at that time. And I begged my mom for those Z Cavaricci pants and a silk shirt and penny loafers. And my mom got them for me, right? I was so happy. Like I got purple pants. I had my purple and black like silk shirt, penny loafers. But I took the pennies out and I put dimes in. So the girls thought I was balling. And I went to school. And as soon as I walk into class, this kid goes, "Hey, what's up, Prince?" I was like, "What? The singer? No." I know, they just beat me up. Not physically, just like verbally. Someone called me Grimace. I was like, "What? The guy from McDonald's." That was horrible. It's a good thing I had put dimes in those penny loafers because I took them out to call my mom on the payphone. "Mom, come pick me up." And then my mom tries to encourage me. She goes, "Mijo, remember, hang tough. You got the right stuff." It's a step-by-step process. I'll be loving you forever. If you guys don't know, those are New Kids on the Block songs, which spoke to me at the time, because my mom was my cover girl. It's awesome growing up. My sisters, when I was a kid, used to torture me. I slept with my parents till I was 15 years old, you know what I mean? Because my sisters, they would scratch on my wall in the night, and they would sing, "1, 2, Freddy's coming for you." And as a child, it's horrible. Every night, 1, 2, and then the other sister would come in to get that echo effect, right? 1, 1, 2, 2, Freddy's coming. I'd be answering the song back for me. It's so wrong, man. My sisters knew that my biggest fear was going to the bathroom in the middle of the night and then something grabbing me from under the bed, right? Then I thought about it and I'm like, I don't fit under the bed. But one day I got out to go to the bathroom, and sure enough, something grabbed my ankle, and I screamed like a girl, "Ah!" My sister started laughing, "Ah!" It was funny until I peed on her hand. And she was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "Well, why are you breaking into a 29-year-old man's apartment? That's not cool."
Wow.
To do that. One time my sisters tied my legs to the legs of a chair, tied my arms to the arms, put a sock in my mouth, put me in the bathroom, lit candles, and went, "Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary." And I started crying. I was like, "Oh." That's how I spent my 36th birthday. It's so awesome. Growing up with my sister was crazy because nowadays they got kids, right? Now they got kids. And guess who babysits? So I'm like, all right, it's time to get some payback. So when I babysit the kids, just all day give them candy. Candy. They're like, "Uncle, what are you drinking?" I'm like, "It's coffee. Here, have some. It's really good." It's just, we go right to sleep. I know I'm coming back in the night. They don't know I'm coming back, but I know. I always carry a Jason mask in my car for these purposes. As soon as I see the lights turn off in his room, I go up to the window and I start scratching. I can hear him shuffling in there, right? The light turns on, he opens up the window, I'm like, "Bam! Jason mask, what's up?" He's just looking at me and he's like, "Mom, there's a big old hockey player outside." Because kids nowadays, they don't know who Jason is. What are kids afraid of nowadays? The outdoors? Mathematics? I don't know. He should have opened up the window. I'm like, "Solve this!" Kids, man. My nieces and nephews are so honest, right? My nephew runs up to me, he grabs my belly, and he's like, "Uncle, is that a baby elephant in your stomach?" I was like, "No, that's a tapeworm." to make something up. Like, he put me on the spot, you know what I mean? And kids will say anything just out loud, right? Like, I went to go drop off my niece in kindergarten, and the other kid in kindergarten out loud tells his mom, "Mom, I didn't know daddies came that big." I was like, what are you talking about? You don't even know who your daddy is, little kid. And then I thought to myself, that's not cool for me to like pick on a little 6-year-old, right? So after I explained that to the cops, it was a whole other story. It's so wrong, man. But yeah, man, just a tortured life as a child, man. It was bad. Like, I was tortured so much as a kid, like, I can't sleep nowadays, you know what I mean? Like, nowadays, I watch a lot of infomercials in the late night. Anyone see these infomercials on TV? No, just me, I'm the only one that goes to sleep late night? I've seen this infomercial for the Tempur-Pedic bed. Has anyone seen this before? I think it's awesome, right? It says, memory foam. You can put your hand on the bed, take it off, your handprint will stay on the bed. I was like, what? That is awesome. The one that sold me was, you could put a glass of wine on the bed, jump on the bed, and the wine won't fall. I was like, sold. But I jumped on the bed and the wine fell. And it was in the fridge. Just from the bed and just clank, 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 clank. I was like, what? I watched like so many infomercial products that I figured out I could kill somebody with infomercial products and get away with it. For real, this is how it'll go down. Take notes. It's gonna go fast. I would send a person that I don't like a clapper and a snuggie. Of course, you're gonna put them to use. It's a clapper and a snuggie. You're like, yes. And I always have my Jason mask with me, right? So as soon as I know you're using the clapper and the snuggie, I'll go to your house and I'll kick the door in. It's as high as I kick, guys. That's about it. As soon as I'm in the house, I'll clap. The lights are gonna turn out. You're gonna try to run, but the snuggie's too long in the front, and you're gonna trip and fall. And I've been doing my P90X, so I'm gonna jump on top of you real quick, pull out my Ginsu knives, and take care of you. Bam, bam. As soon as I know you're done, I'm gonna pick you up in the snuggie after I chop you up with the super chopper, right? Then I'm gonna wipe the blood with the ShamWow. Take you out back, I'll bury you with the garden weasel. And when it's all said and done, just wash the clothes in OxyClean. But wait, there's more! Just joking, there's no more than that. Not that I thought it out. I have not thought it out. It was just, just thinking about it. It's too much, I know. I was in a long relationship. Has anyone been in one of those before? No, I'm the only one, or what? My ex was the kind of girl, like, she liked to come out and join me while I'm watching sporting events. I don't know if anyone does that. And like, she always wants me to explain stuff to her. Like if it's Sunday and we're watching football, she comes out, she sits next to me and she's like, well, what's going on in the football game? And now I gotta explain to her. So now, if I don't explain to her, she feels bad because now I'm not paying attention to her, so I can't really pay attention to the game, right? So I was like, all right, cool, no problem, I can do it. Then one day she comes out, I was watching hockey, and she was like, explain hockey to me. I don't know hockey, I was trying to figure it out myself. So I did the only thing I could. I started doing Mighty Duck references right off the bat. I was like, see what's going on here? That's Goldberg, right? They're gonna do a flying V, because Coach Bombay wants them to score on the Cake Eaters. No one's seen the Mighty Ducks or what? It's awesome. One day I was trying to watch soccer on the World Cup, right? World Cup soccer. And she comes out and she's like, explain soccer to me. So I was like, all right, let's do this. So I started doing like my Bend It Like Beckham references, right? Like, so check it out, what's going on is the little Indian girl over there, she's gonna... And then I remembered that she went to college on a soccer scholarship, and I was like, wait a minute, you're just trying to catch me in a lie. So I got mad and I changed the channel real quick to pro wrestling. And she got all mad at me. She was like, pro wrestling? How can you enjoy this? You know it's fake. I know, right? I was like, well, I enjoy you, and your nails are fake, and so is your eyelashes. That attitude when your sister comes over. Wow. I'm like, why are you picking on me? You spend all this time watching the Food Channel and you don't even cook. Every Sunday night, keeping up with the Kardashians. How about you keep up with the laundry? I don't got no socks. So I'm single. I'll leave you guys with this. This is my last story. I'll tell you this. I got stranded one time in Hollywood, right? And I didn't know how I was going to get home because I had no ride. And my friend tells me, you know what, I kind of live out that way. I'll give you a ride. I was like, great. He goes, just wait for me outside. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm standing outside the club. He pulls up in a Mini Cooper. I know, right? Can you guys see me in a Mini Cooper? Can you see the Mini Cooper? That's what I want to know. But there I was in the back seat, no one in the front, both arms on the window, like, what's up, dog? The car was so small, I was pushing the light from the car. I was like, damn light. I'm gonna be late. My friend looks at me in the rearview mirror and he's like, bro, you should get one of these. And I'm like, for what? I can't even go out on a date. I'd have to get another Mini Cooper and tell her, hey, follow me. He tells me at one point, yo, we gotta put gas. I was like, oh, please don't stop. Because you know what happens when you put too much weight in the back of a car and you hit a driveway? Right? You get sparks. It bottoms out. Sparks fly out. Sure enough, he hooks a right. Sparks fly. Everyone that's pumping gas stops to look over at me. Right? I'm embarrassed. I'm trying to get out of the car as quickly as possible, but I have to bust all kind of angles, like a game of Tetris, just shift all the angles to get out of the car. I finally get out of the car. I stand up. My back cracks loud, too. I stood up. My back was all... I was like, oh. As soon as that happened, a little kid drops his soda bottle. He starts crying. I walk up to the little guy. I was like, hey, little guy, are you all right? He goes, oh, my gosh. I thought you were a transformer. Hey, you guys been great. My name's Hefty. Thank you so much. Keep it going for your host, guys, Noel G.
Give it up one more time for Hefty. That's what's up. You guys having a good time so far? That's what's cracking. Yeah. All right, check it out, man. We're just going to keep it strolling and jump right into it, man. This next guy I got coming up is hilarious. He's off the hook. Give it up for your man, my man, Momo Rodriguez.
Thank you, sir. Give it up one more time for Don Hefty, everybody. Don Hefty. I love that guy. That's the first guy I've ever shared a jacuzzi with. And that's how we made it happen. There was only a little bit of water in there, as it said. And after a half an hour, it smelled like manure. I'm serious. I'm not lying. We had people showing up with bowls. It was awkward. There were a lot of Latinos here, huh? A lot of people. Yeah. Woo. Thank you. No, because I you know, this is the first time I'm away on New Year's Eve from my Mexican mom. I'm relieved and scared at the same time. Do we have any Mexican moms in here? Oh yeah, you can yell louder than that. Let me tell you one thing. I've had an amazing life, but this is the first year that I've experienced being in the holidays as a married man. Now, I've been married for a year, okay? Now, nobody told me the holidays were going to change. It's drama now. Whose house do you go to? Why not yours? Why hers? Why her mom? Why not your mom? When do we, and then, you know, when you're both Mexican, we both celebrate New Year's Eve. Christmas Eve. Nobody celebrates Christmas when you're Mexican. You wake up like at 2. So for New Year, we had a fight over who was gonna pick Christmas Eve and whose house we were gonna spend it on. That was the most drama I've ever had in any relationship. To this day, I'm scared about next year. No, because see, my tradition as Mexican in my house, we had things we did. And I never liked them, but now that we didn't have them this year, I miss them. There's some things you don't, because some of us, anybody here have a tamale making day? You do, right? Well, you have to make tamales like a week before, a couple of days before Christmas, which always was horrible. Because I always had the worst job. Some of the guys know what that job is. What is the worst job when you're making tamales? When you gotta wash the corn husks, right? Everybody has all the fun stuff. You get to put it on a little thing and wrap them up. What am I doing? Wet, making tamales, making the wrapper swing, all the dead worms that are dried on the ends of it. Yes, there's dead worms on those things. You guys don't know because we men clean them. There's dead worms, dead dry worms on the edge of every tamal, but if it wasn't for Momo, you guys would have little surprises in there. There wouldn't be raisins in the sugar ones. That was the stress. And now, I'm kind of nervous for tonight because a famous tradition that my mom always did was always a terrifying one, was on New Year's, she would make me swallow 12 grapes. Has anybody ever done that for New Year's Eve? You know what I'm talking about, right? They're like, Nico, at 12, you have to eat 12 grapes. I'm like, why? It's because it's good luck, and if you don't, it's bad luck. So, and this is what happens, right? When 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, my mom yells out, Las uvas! And you start trying to, everyone's kissing, like, and you're over here trying, and then one year, one of them fell, and I thought I was gonna die that year, like, I'm going over everybody's feet, and everyone's all like, I'm ordering for my uva, a little grape. I was terrified. And it makes me wonder, like, what is a guy supposed to do? What is a guy supposed to learn in being married? I don't know. How many people here are married? Round of applause if you're married. All right. How many of those men that are married are still smart? It's a tricky question. And I'll tell you why. Because we used to be geniuses. You're married, bro? Remember when you were smart? Remember when you knew stuff? When you were like, hey, babe, that thing right there, that's a tree. Now you tell your wife, hey, babe, look at that tree. That's not a tree, babe. That's a big plant. And you become dumb. Nobody told me this was going to happen. And I knew when it was going to happen. The day I proposed. Because the moment I proposed, she already knew the color of the wedding. Do you remember the color of your wedding? Well, anybody who was married remember the color of what you married? No? Anybody? Nobody remembers? Exactly. How many women remember the color of their wedding? Raise your hand. Women. What was your color? Lavender. That's so sweet. And this is what I hate. No offense to you, miss. But watch this. Hey, bro, what color is lavender?
I'm confused right now.
Right? It's confusing, right? Is it a plant? Is it a flower? We don't know. But there's like thousands of air fresheners that say it. We know it's a smell. We don't know what color. Do you know what lavender is? Confused. Ladies, what color is lavender? Then why not say purple?
Wow.
Look how confused this guy is. Guess what the color of my wedding was? Eggplant. What color is that? Exactly. And you know what's harder? My mom only speaks Spanish. You know how how hard it is to tell your mom the color your eggplant is? The color you're wearing is eggplants? I don't even know how to say that in Spanish. Nobody does. I was like, planta de huevo, man. I don't know. She was like, planta de huevo? What's that? Mijo, the collar, mijo, the collar. To this day, she made an idiot of myself. She did that. It gets worse. The first day we got married, she's like, hey, babe, can you go to the store and buy soap? Cool, I'll go buy soap. I came back, she was mad. You know why she was mad, bro? Do you know what a degreaser means? I didn't. Look at all the confused men. What's a degreaser? It sounds like someone you beat up in the 50s. No! It's a soap that degreases the dishes. I didn't know that. I just bought her soap at the store. And she's mad. And then she goes, babe, I understand you're new to this. Go buy some water. That's all I ask. Go buy water. Do you know how many different types of water? I'm at Walgreens for 3 hours. Staring at purified water, sparkling water, distilled water, stream water, analytical water? No, alkaline water, mental. Oh, alkaline water. Holy water. I don't know what to buy. And I see the most logical thing. I'm going to buy her drinking water. That's probably what she wants the water for. I come home, I purchase the water. Here's your water, baby. She's mad. She goes, how am I supposed to iron with this? Look at all the confused men right now. They're all confused. Ladies, what kind of water do you need to iron? How are we supposed to know that? I've been drinking distilled stuff my whole life. Never ironed with this. Might smell like it sometimes, but it's not. I was an idiot. I'm a new idiot. I didn't know that. I was a genius when we met. And everything. I'm afraid to do things now. Every time I do something, she's gonna get me for this one. Babe, go turn the microwave on. Put it to 2 minutes. Oh, does she mean like 2 minutes? Is that like 200 seconds or is it only 120 seconds? It's like, what do I do? Do I push the 2 and 0, 0, 0? How do you do this? It's confusing. But at the same time, I learned another lesson about being married. I can't get in trouble for this because I'm an idiot now. The expectations have dropped. Why did you mess this up? Why do you think I messed this up? You tell me, smarty pants. And I wasn't always like this. See, I was so confident. I mean, I'm chubby. You know, just like me and Hefty, we're chubby guys, and we have an insecurity issue, and it's a bad thing, but we get through it. That's why we become performers, because we're so insecure. We want people to like us and laugh at our jokes. We're always used to people laughing at our weight. Now we want you to laugh at the way we talk. It's worse. But we want to make you guys happy, and that's what I want to do for my wife. But I have a history of it. Let's go back in time, shall we? Look at me right now. You see my size? I was always this big. You guys think I'm lying. I asked my mom yesterday, Mom, remember when I was little? She goes, well, you were never little. Seriously. She used to use it to her advantage. We used to go to Mexico every year, right? Back when it was normal to go to Rosarito, now you can't go, but back then it was normal. We'd go and she'd give me that Mexican mom disclaimer. She'd hey, go to here in Mexico, they steal kids. Don't laugh, they steal them. So stay close to me, okay? Because they'll get you and then they'll open the body and they'll stuff you full of drugs. Mira, hey, you're a gold mine to them. They can put a whole family of 4 inside of you. And that's how she had me. She had me scarred. But she understood me. She tried to help me out. Like the worst holiday of all, Halloween, when one size did not fit all. Those were lies. I wanted to be He-Man. I couldn't breathe, man. That thing was tight. I had my sword bent into one of the lungs. It was horrible. We used to do this parade in elementary school. We would go class to class showing off our costume, right? And I was so excited one year because I was like, this is going to be my year. I'm going to be Batman. They're going to respect me. And I saw this toy, this costume at the store, perfect Batman costume. I'm like, I want that costume, right? I want that costume. So I decided to do something I never did. I actually prayed. This was the first time in the memory of a kid that I remember praying. Now, I grew up Catholic. I grew up in a family where they prayed, but they had their own, What is she doing? She's praying. Leave her alone. Don't say anything. I was never taught to pray at that age. So, but I knew that whenever somebody fell down, they would pray. So I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pray for that costume. It's going to be mine. So that night, I'm like, okay, I'm going to pray. How am I going to do this? How do I start? Okay, so I kneel around on my knee. And I'm like, okay, what do I say? How do I start? I'm like, okay, focus. Okay. Excuse me. Jesus. And then my tío comes out. What's up, mijo? No, not tío, not you. I'm talking to the other Jesus. The one with the bigger house, the one you live in the back with us, but we don't want to talk about that right now. Jesus, I pledge allegiance. I saw a costume at the store today, and it's Batman, and you know how I feel about Batman because he's powerful. One day I want to be powerful, but a skinnier powerful. Maybe you can, help me. I'll pray for you 7 times. I don't know how to do it. I don't know. For liberty and justice for all. My tío's still looking at me. Tío, I need my privacy. Hold on. Amen. So, the next day, I wake up amazing. I'm like, man, I just prayed. Like, I'm excited. I had my first one-on-one with God. And there was no costume. And I was like, what happened? Like, I prayed, where's my costume? Like, this is, what, it's Halloween. Where's your Jesus spirit? Like, what's going on? But I was 7 years old and I was disappointed. So I go out to my mom and I'm like, Mom, where's the costume at? She goes, Mira, I made you a costume. Didn't you want to be Batman? No, I wanted to be Batman. What's Batman? And she gave me this black costume with like the ears all bent to the side. And it was basically just black sweats. With an eagle painted in the middle. I was like, this is not a match. And she goes, man, you're going to like it. Go to school. You have a homemade one. It's tailored. I'm like, it broke my heart that my mom spent the whole night making this costume, and I had this attitude. So I was like, Mom, thank you so much for this costume. It's great. I really like it. So I went to school, and I'm like, well, maybe I could play this off. It's all about like an actor. It's all about how you act the role, not the costume. So I go to school, and everyone's walking around the parade, and I'm walking around, and I'm showing off my costume, and somebody goes, look, it's Fat Man. That teacher was so mean. So I did this joke, the one you just heard. I did this joke 3 years ago about Fat Man, all right? The joke, I did it in front of 20,000 people. And that night, I was performing in front of Paul Rodriguez. I was performing with Carlos Mencia. All my heroes in one night performing, doing that joke about Fat Man. And I said to myself, I think I just got my prayer answered. Because that joke is what launched me in my career. Wow. The prayer that I was praying, I wanted God to give me that costume because I wanted that one day to have everybody's attention, everybody listen to me and see me in my Batman costume. But what ended up happening, 20 years, I'm in the best day of my life and my prayers were answered. Wow. Now, what does that say? It means everything has its time. Everything, every message has its moment. Everything will come to you once the time is right. Not in our time, but in somebody else's that has a better plan for you. And that's what I discovered about myself. That's what I discovered in comedy. Like, I don't get my wife, but how many men truly right now get their wives? Some of them don't even know what they got them for Christmas because they got it for themselves. And put their husband's name on it. My wife did that this year. I couldn't wait to see what I got her for Christmas. It's the point that I'm saying that we all have our moments, we all have our times, and we all have our glory. The biggest thing that happened to me this year is I realized something important. I realized that as a man, I'm insecure. And I think that's a bad thing. People want a confident man. How many women here have a confident man? Okay, stop. More people clapped when I said who's married. Only 3 clapped that had a confident man. What does that tell you? Is insecurity bad? No, it's not bad. It's just misunderstood. And this is what I realized. I realized as a man, you got to be insecure. It's a beautiful thing. I'll tell you why. An insecure man will think like this. This is an insecure man to his wife. Baby, I love you. I'm insecure. Because look at me and look at you. I'm afraid every single day that I might lose you. I'm afraid somebody better will come along and take you away. That's why I'm insecure. Because I need you and I wouldn't know what to do without you. That's insecurity. You want to know what confidence is? I have options. So insecurity is not a bad thing. Look, you just don't understand us and we don't understand you, and I figured something out. Sir, you married? No? You married? You treat your wife like a queen? And see, that's where you mess up. Wait a minute, don't judge. Finish what I'm, I made a mistake myself too. I treat my wife like a queen, but I realized something the other day. I was at Disneyland, and I saw something that tripped me out. There was little girls, older women, different women, everybody there. All the women were buying princess toys. Little girls were dressed like different princesses. And it made me realize, my wife doesn't want to be a queen because the queens are the villains in the fairy tales. She doesn't want to be a villain, she doesn't want to be a cougar, she wants to be a princess. And it's true. You have to figure out what princess you have, bro, because it says about who they might be or the frustration they have in their life. Every woman at least has at least one. Do you have a favorite princess? No? Why? Because they treat you like a queen. Do you have a favorite princess? What is your favorite princess? Ariel. See? She feels like she's drowning in her relationships. She wants to be where the people are.
Wow.
You have to make him part of your world. It's true. My wife loves that movie. But I realized something about that movie. Now remember, guys, the things these women learn from these movies are also crucial. Have you seen Little Mermaid, bro? Do you know what it's about? It's horrible. No, it is. I read it to figure out my wife likes it so much. It's about a little girl that changed a part of her body for a man. She gave up her greatest talent, which was her voice, for a man. When this man met her, they fell in love. You want to know why? Because she couldn't talk. This is what they look up to. Give me another princess. Yell it out. Elsa is, she's actually a queen. Get your research right. It's funny how I know more than that little girl does about princesses. But who's the other one? Anna was the one, she was a princess, right? And she didn't listen to her dad or to her sister. She ended up falling for a guy who really didn't love her. She wanted her for her money. So don't rush into things, little one. Anna should have gone to college first. Take care of herself, be an independent Anna. No. She wanted to go build a snowman. She was too busy doing things. You gotta go to school, get your own man, buy a snow machine, build a snowman in the backyard. You're welcome. Give me one more so I get out of here. Belle, Snow White. Snow White, I'll do them quick. Snow White, you tend to find men who are sleepy, dopey, grumpy, make up your own mind. Belle, you tend to find a beast, but not the beast that works out. The beast doesn't want to leave the house. Let's go to the comedy show. And you're bored. You stay home, you talk to the furniture, you're so bored. You want someone to be your guest. Is that it? Is that it? Cinderella? Tiana? Okay, you again, little girl. Listen, look at me. Tiana, all she did was kiss frogs. Go back to college, stop kissing frogs. Bro. Well, give me another one. Hold on. Oh, now we're all quiet. Huh? Cinderella. Okay, hold on. Let me go fix this real quick. You want a man to show you a whole new world, but you end up with the street rats. See what happened? What is it? Princess Leia, she kissed her brother at one point. She's confused. Well, she was my favorite princess, though. She was my favorite princess. You know why? Because she was a very powerful princess. She was a woman that didn't wait for no man to take care of herself. She took care of herself. She did it. Her hair was kind of goofy, but it's okay. She didn't get her nails done. She just had a white robe the whole time. No, she was a great message about what we should do. And what we should do is be honest with each other. Be who we are. Look, I'm insecure. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud because one day, think about this. I ended up finding something. I ended up finding something special. I found a woman that thinks this is hot. Thank you so much, everybody. Give it up for Noel G.
That's what's up. Give it up one more time for Justin, John Hefty, and our boy Momo. That's what's cracking, man. You guys still having a good time? Yeah. That's what's up, man. Check this out. You guys mind if I share a quick story, my testimony? Is that cool? All right, check this out. Don't worry, I'm gonna respect the time. It'll just be about 2 hours. So, my story's a little different though. And the reason why I say that is because the reason why I'm here New Year's Eve in a church instead of a club or somewhere else is because at one time in my life, I never thought I'd be on a stage for Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's more important for me to be in the house of God than the house out there. And so what happened was, my story is a little different though. And the reason why I say that is because my parents are the only two to move to California to start a living. So literally what I'm saying is I never met my mom's side of the family or my dad's side of the family. I got no brother, sister, nieces, nephew, uncle, aunt, grandma, grandpa. I got no, I'm the only Mexican with no family. You guys got something you want to give away, I take them. You know what I mean? Take them quick. And what ended up happening was my dad was a miserable guy. His life was always work, television, hated his life. And I kid you not, no fairy tale, no Disneyland story. My dad had a millionaire best friend who owned a yacht out of Newport Beach that he met through his business. And so I went and I was at the house one day, and I kid you not, as God is my witness, I lived in a middle-class home all the way up to the age of 13 years old. I had clothes on my back, food on the table, everything was straight. My dad came home one day to a 13-year-old kid because this guy who owned this yacht told my dad, he said, check this out. He goes, you want to go sailing around the world with me on this boat? But if you come with me, you can't bring your kid with you. Kid you not, as God is my witness, my dad came home to a 13-year-old kid, gave me $500, and he pretty much said, good luck. Within a 2-week time frame, I went from a middle-class home, clothes in my closet, toys in my room, food on the table. Within a 2-week time frame, I went from all that to nothing but the clothes on my back, no family to call, and $500 in my pocket. Started hanging out with the wrong crowd. I've been to college once. I had to drop somebody off. And I was just hanging out with the wrong people. I started hanging out in the streets, and I learned all kinds of stuff in the streets. Let me tell you, one thing I learned how to do is, rent cars without asking people. Got into the street pharmacy business, got into the pharmaceutical business for a little while. And me and a lot of my homeboys, we were also part-time movers. And what we would do is we'd move things from like other people's houses to like where we were at. And that's how swap meets got started. Latinos are responsible for that, you know what I mean? That's why you bring a Mexican to church, I'm gonna put a table in the back. It's just in me, you know what I mean? But don't trip, I accept gift cards, I'll take bus passes, I don't do, don't do credit checks, we're good. But, I lived on the streets for 2 years and I was running amok. And, I went from friend's house to friend's house to friend's house, but let's keep it real and 100% with each other. When you're not paying the bills at someone's house, your welcome is gonna run out eventually, am I lying? So I did all that, I slept in laundromats, donut stores, there were times I didn't have a place to sleep. And, one day this girl comes up to me and she goes, "How come you always wear the same clothes and I never seen where you live?" And I just broke down, I started crying, I told her straight up, I said, "What you see is what you get, my parents left me, this is my deal." Her dad was a pastor for a church at the time, and he said, "Well, you can live in this house, but he goes, if you live here, you're gonna hear the word of God." I said, "Homie, I hear the word of anything, I just want a place." You know what I mean? Homeboy could have been Muslim, I would have said, "Let's roll." I didn't know any better, you know what I mean? So I started living with this family who I didn't even know, and just to get this straight, never in my life did I ever think about being an actor. I was gangbanging at the time. I had my tough know-it-all attitude. I was just acting a fool. It was the girl who I was living with. It was her dream to be an actress, model, and the whole Hollywood deal. And one day she comes up to me and she said, "You want to go with me to this acting class?" And I was like, "All right, whatever." So I rolled through to this acting class. And how many people in here real quick have been to a theater class by show of hands real quick? Theater class. So about a couple of you, right? So you know how they do them stupid exercises like close your eyes and picture you in a jungle, or like reach for the stars and grab a candy bar? And I was like, what? Like, I go hit 7-Eleven, homeboy. Like, ain't all that serious, right? And I was talking smack in the classroom, and I kid you not, right place, right time, never thought about acting a day in my life. There was a producer who was sitting in class that day and was scouting out talent. He comes up to me after the class and he goes, "Hey, you want to be in a Taco Bell commercial?" And I said, "Oh, because I'm Mexican, huh? What's up, man?" But I'll tell you straight out though, Latino to my Latino people and our 5 white guests, I told them like this, I said, "Man, check this out, homie, there is no way in heck that I'm doing a commercial for that imitation Mexican food. That's not the real burritos, the real tacos that they make at the Latino barbecues." And I go, "That's my mind, that's my decision, and my mind cannot be changed, and that's where I stand, and that's it. Don't even try to convince me." And then he told me how much money I was getting paid, and I said, "Well, just this one time." See, my beliefs weren't that rooted yet, right? Someone had to do it, might as well be me. So I did this Taco Bell commercial for Taco Bell, the first commercial I ever did in my life at the age of 15, never been on a set before. I thought he was on some whatever stuff. I gave him my number, it ended up being real. I went from nothing to bling bling overnight. See, don't applaud yet, wait for the applause signs. So, what happened was though, see, this is the tricky part, and a lot of people don't know this though, this is the way acting pays you. The way acting pays you is, picture this, and a lot of people don't know this. Picture this, if they play that commercial 15 times in one day, that's 15 checks, you feel me? See, and I didn't know that at the time. I thought it was like some other job where you gotta work to get paid, work to get paid like that. I didn't know how acting pays, and all these checks started coming in, and I thought it was a computer mess up, but I was cashing them because I just wanted to be a good citizen and do my part for the community, right? And so all these checks were coming in, and I called up producer, and I was like, "Yo, how come I'm getting paid for this commercial?" And he broke it down to me, and he goes, "That's how actors get paid." I said, "What? Well, I want to be an actor." You know what I mean? And so he hooked me up with the manager, and I've been going in for raw. Everything I go in for, like Cholo 1, Trigger 2, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, man, I thought I was here to act, homie. Like, I grew up like that in real life. And so, next thing you know, man, but one thing that I want to share in this story is this. And I'll be the first to admit it. Sometimes in life, we chase the blessings of the world before we chase the blesser first. And what I learned in life, man, is when you chase the blesser first, the blessings of the world, they come chasing you. You don't gotta go chasing them. See,